If there's one plant that takes me back to my early childhood, it has to be this rhubarb. I remember as a small boy coming in from the garden with armfuls of these bright red stems when I would be helping my parents pull rhubarb. And if you're thinking about growing some rhubarb, then certainly I encourage you to do, because it provides very, very good value. Because once you plant it, you'll have it to harvest for years and years. Just make sure you choose a good variety. And this one here, which is called Victoria, is certainly one of the finest varieties that you could have. Introduced way back in 1837 and named after Queen Victoria, you can see that it produces lots of these bright red stems that come with a very nice kind of succulent, tangy flavour that is so good in things like jams and tarts and other nice things that I'm sure Jonathan will be telling you lots about. What's important with rhubarb is to grow it in a richly cultivated soil. So dig in lots of organic matter or even rotted manure if you can get hold of it. Make sure to plant it nice and deep and water it during any dry spells. And give it plenty of room too, because it's not unusual for these leaves to get as much as 4 foot wide. The stronger and more succulent way you can grow it, the better the stems will be. And remember I said about pulling rhubarb? When you harvest it, you pull the stem off. You don't cut it, because that leaves a kind of little knob there that could rot. So once you have it, you'll find that rhubarb is extremely easy to grow, not troubled by any pests and diseases. Once you get established and you have several clumps of it, you can even think about digging up a few clumps in early spring and forcing indoors in a darkened environment, and then you'll have these beautiful red stems before anybody else. So I encourage you to grow it. I encourage you to involve your children if you can, and very importantly of all, think about growing Rhubarb Victoria. I think you'll enjoy having it and eating it.